Okay, welcome back. As you can see, I'm standing on the top of my mob grinder, and I'm putting half slabs on the roof so that we don't need to use things like torches to keep mobs from spawning here, because we definitely don't want mobs spawning on the top of the spawner. We want them spawning inside. So half slabs down, they shouldn't be able to spawn up here. All right. The tricky part is to seal us up with half slabs first, then there we go. And if you're wondering what that dark mass is, it's a cloud. The clouds cut right through the buildings, and it's all very interesting, but there we go. Okay, so as you can see, I have 3 levels of 4 pads each, makes for 12 spawning pads. I've never actually activated a spawner this big before. I think I've done 2 layers. I haven't really done 3 layers though, so this is kind of cool. Okay, and as you can see, I have the water all placed. It's just pent up behind some sand, which will be easy enough to get rid of. So now what I have to do is go around and we'll end up over there. I have to go around and get rid of all of the torches and open up the trapdoors. And if you're wondering, by the way, the reason that we put trapdoors, make sure I'm not missing anything here in this cloud. The reason that we put trapdoors up here is because the mobs see these blocks as solid and therefore safe to step on. And of course they are not, so when they step on them, they fall, and falling is exactly what we want them to do. So I'm just going to open them all. And it's going to take a few minutes because we have 3 levels. There we go. And we'll have mobs spawning here in no time, so I have to kind of activate this pretty quickly. There we go. Top level is ready. Oops. Wonderful. Now, if you really do not want spiders spawning, of course, you can place half slabs strategically every so many squares to make sure that there is no room for half slabs. I'm sorry, for spiders to spawn. Personally, I don't care. I use the spider drops. And you will as well once you get into brewing. Of course, there's the string, which you can use now. I'm not going to worry about retrieving the sand at this point because it will all be swept down to the base. And that's fun and ominous. So there. As you can see, 8 blocks is exactly perfect to take it right to the edge, but not further. Why don't you want to take it further? Simple, because if you have water down there, the mobs will not die or take damage. And of course the torch I don't have to worry about because the water will sweep it down. There we go. I could have used stone for that, I could have used wood for that. Sand, as I have mentioned before, is an awesome building material. I really like it. So the mobs will take damage. And then I will go ahead and block this up. Let's see. Why? Because I no longer need that hole. This is the hole I will need. And actually, I might just leave it a single hole. We'll see. This is scaffolding, which would have been better made with sand, but I didn't have any sand with me at the time. Yeah, when you go to build something like this, you want a stack of sand and a few other materials, including a lot of cobblestone. As you can see, it took a ton of stone to build this. So let's see. We'll just kind of step back and see how this works. Is that sunrise or sunset? That's sunset. Okay. It's probably not going to work as well through the evening, but through the daytime it should work. Because of course during the daytime there are far fewer places for mobs to spawn normally around. Now, this is exactly 22 meters high from this floor level right here, which is enough to seriously injure pretty much all mobs, but it's not enough to kill most of them at least. And so this is an experience grinder essentially, because I will come up here and just finish off any mobs that are left, which will be most of them, of course. And they'll be all grouped together, and I'll just go in with a sword and just wham, 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 and collect plenty of experience as well as drops, including possibly rare drops. What I plan to do, and there's a little bit more planning to make sure I can actually do this, but what I'd like to do is eventually dig out this floor, replace it with a movable floor with probably sticky pistons, and cut out a hole below that leads into the stone chamber here, and go ahead and increase the fall down here so that with the sticky pistons I can close the floor and have an experience grinder, or open the floor and just let them fall through here and die on top of a set of hoppers attached to chests, so that I can just collect the drops if I so choose, if I don't want the experience aspect of it anymore. Alright, and let's see. We do not appear to have any mobs generating just yet. Well, that's okay. We'll give it some time. And it's also very possible that we will need to wait until daytime as well. So yeah, that is the mob grinder. If I can get back on the ladder here, I'll go ahead and take you downstairs. There we go. That's annoying. That is the mob grinder up there. and we'll check in and see how it's working later. But I think that is it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time on This Land.